there I am. Surprise! Hopefully you guys are catching this replay. What a bummer. I was trying to bypass. I'm using 2 apps to stream. There's something in my mouth. Huh. I'm using 2 apps to stream and it's causing me a problem. Sorry guys, I should have played with this during the day and I've been kind of working on it, but it didn't work the way I wanted. Of course not. That would have just been lovely. So hey you guys, this is Jamie with gettingcrafty.net. That's gettingcrafty.net. Hopefully you're catching my live video where we're going to be creating and connecting over card making and crafting. Today I'm going to tell you a little story. I love to tell stories, but only the true kind, right, my friends? Only the true kind. Let's just double check that everybody can hear, because goodness knows, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Watch later. I want to go in now. Nobody knows. There we go. Okay, my friends. So there we go. I'm going to give you a second to join us. See what we see. Since you had to come back. There you go. So if you guys are catching this, this is Jamie with gettingcrafty.net. This is our Tuesday lives. I really love it. I love being here with you guys live and creating. I don't know if you guys will, oh, there's Marlene. Hi, you found me again. Did you find me the first time and you're catching me the second time? That's the question. Hopefully this shows up for you guys that you're able to see my second live and join us. Let's hope. So recently, I have been part of this really amazing Bible study at church. So, I'm spacing, you guys. So we did a women's retreat recently where a lot of people were discussing The Pursuit of God by A.W. Tozer. An amazing study. If you have not done this study, you have to get over the thee, thy, thous. He wrote this in the 40s, and so this is written by like King James Standard, which I'll tell you a little story. With my dyslexia, that's not so great. It makes it hard for me to get past the first couple of chapters, but by the 4th chapter I was fine because he used a lot less of these, or maybe I was just able to read his vernacular, right? And so there is that. So we were, hopefully this will work. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side. Oh, good. You found me again. Hello, my lovely friend. We need to chat, you and I, Leonie. We need to chat. Leonie is my girlfriend down under. And we, 5 years ago, were on a big boat together, and she got stuck with me and probably was terrified of the crazy girl from California that showed up. And our friend Sandy drove us all around. Hi, Donna, my friend. Nice to see you. So I'm in this amazing Bible study, which spurned on the card that we're going to be creating for today. I wanted to give the ladies, we started off with a lot of women, well over 50 that started the Bible study. So we did our women's retreat, which was a few hundred women from our church for a weekend. You weren't scared? I don't know. I remember you being a little intimidated or a little like, what is this crazy girl doing? Because I have no fear, as you know. But we had a great day when we were in Seattle. And then again, she and I and her husband and my husband, we were top earners with Stampin UP. And so we traveled through Alaska. That was one of my favorite trips. Alaska was my bucket list item, and it was wonderful. So anyway, back to the Bible study. So a couple of months ago, we did a women's retreat in April. And you're sharing it with your twin sister. Yay! Thank you. And so the leaders were discussing different quotes out of A.W. Tozer. So if you guys don't know, he's an amazing theologian that was he had no faith until he came to faith. Like, he lived a long time without any faith, came to faith so deeply, so quickly, that he ended up leading churches and writing so many books that are an amazing pursuit. So the women all were dying, like, yes, let's do a Bible study with this. And the church leaders were, oh, yeah, that's true. You guys were on a plane for 16 hours and it was late and we had to find you in the airport. I remember. Anyway, the group was full. We had well over 50 women that showed up on Sundays. That lasted for 2 weeks out of the 10-week study, and a lot of people dropped off. Now it's the summer and it is in Old English, and it was done in such a group setting that people were just getting to know each other, right? Well, I think last week we probably had over 75 women to start. And then last week, we were lucky to have 20 women in the room. And so that happens. People will do the Bible study on their own, or maybe that's their intention. But the rest of us that kind of like powered through and made it through, we're on our 10th week together through summer, and it's been amazing. So that means is that most of the women I know of, or at least myself, I serve on Sundays. So I'm there 2 services on those days. And if I'm there with the Bible study and then there to serve, I miss the main sanctuary service. So I usually catch the replay, which means I'm 3 hours at church, virtually, at least for one of those. So there you guys go. I'm super glad that you're here. But those Bible study ladies, I wanted to give them a gift. And so I thought maybe you would like to come along with me in this really cute, it's a very simple fun fold. It's using the Les Shops suite that we are going to be having coming up in our class on, I believe, the 16th of August. So August 16th, we will be having that class online and in person, which is an amazing class. It's $40, includes bingo and prizes and the whole crafting session, but you can save $30 on that if you purchase the suite or the bundle. So there is that. Super easy. If you have any questions, make sure you contact me. You can see more on my blog at gettingcrafty.net. That's gettingcrafty.net. If you haven't already, subscribe and hit that bell so that you can catch us all week long as we're creating and connecting over card making and crafting. So let's go ahead and dive in right now. I made a sweet card right here that is super fun. Well, it's a card and a gift in one. And I just thought maybe you would enjoy that as much as I do. We have different layering of texture, of depth, of dimension, and I'll show you what I'm going to do that. We have the single layer. We have 1 set of dimensionals. We have 2 sets. So we have 3 staggered dimensional appearances, and we have this little corner piece. Well, that corner piece is hugging the card because it becomes a little bookmark. So because all these women were together in our Bible study, I thought, and we all have like a ton of papers shoved in there, I thought it would be really fun to gift to the women a little bookmark that we can put inside of our books in our Bibles, and we can remember that we made it through the study, all 10 weeks together in the midst of summer. Now, people can come and go, and you catch your Bible study every week, and you do it, and you catch up. I've really enjoyed getting to know these amazing women at my church, and then I just thought it would be fun to create for them. So hopefully you're okay with that with me. I have our church does go line by line through the scriptures, and so I have a Bible, I have something always in Matthew, because that's the Matthew chapters that we're going through line by line in the Bible. So you can see I totally do doodle in my Bible. Not doodle, but note. I take notes like crazy. So I thought this would be a wonderful gift to create. Let me show you how it's going to look. Now, this is a wonderful way. Let's zoom in here. This is a wonderful way to give a gift to somebody. Like you see here, no waste, and this designer series paper has books all over it. So I thought it was a really fun way to gift to somebody. Now, I don't like bookmarks that will be like loosely hanging. I like something that kind of hugs the book. So that's what we've created here, as you can see. And when you close the book, it doesn't stand out, but it does mark your spot. So you can see that there. Right? Super easy, super fun. And I have a Bible study bag that I take all my books inside with me when I go to church. And so this is a great way to not lose my place, right? If there was something loose, that bag gets jostled around, and sometimes people can, like my bookmarks can get misplaced. And so I love the idea of doing this. If you guys didn't see, I have this great video where I modified my Bible, and you should be able to see that on my blog. I love how this came out with some of our background stamps. Really beautiful. And this is a gorgeous Bible anyway, my friends. There's art in through it. And if you get, like you need to, one of my friends, she's really great at coloring through church. I can't do that because I get a little ADHD, but I will do it when I'm doing my journaling and my Bible studies. So this is a gorgeous Inspire Bible that I really love. So let's go ahead and create a gift inside of a card. Now I'm going to do some modifications. I was playing with technology instead of creating today. So this is not on my blog, my friends. Nope, it's not. It's okay. We'll be fine. Nobody's going to die, Jamie. I'm in my head screaming just a little bit, my sisters. So we're going to create with the Les Shops designer series paper here. And I love when Stampin' Up! Follows through and thinks the paper through. So what I mean by that is this gorgeous blue background sheet is literally designed to fill a card front. You can use it as one, and then you can use it as individual card fronts like we're going to be doing today. Which book, Denise, did you almost buy? That Bible, the Inspire Bible, or the Tozer in the Pursuit of God? If anybody has done any Tozer Bible studies, I'd love to hear. I think his understanding of the Word of God is just like phenomenal. Like, it's very interesting, and it's a great way to challenge the Inspire Bible. I love the Inspire Bible. I just think that it's absolutely gorgeous, and there is room to write notes inside, that kind of thing, right? Which makes me really happy. Now, one of the things, if you don't know about Stampin' Up, is that their designer series paper, let's see here, is double-sided. So that gives us the tools that we want. And also, you guys, when we cut off pieces of this, this would be great on another card. So don't give up on this. You can incorporate it. Actually, you can just incorporate it into the card. I'll show you. And we're going to be doing some fussy cutting. So I've already done that for us. So we can see here, we have these shops that I wanted to feature. So I've already taken and fussy cut with our paper trimmers, just to save us some time, these little shops and this little potted plant. We talk all the time, my husband and I, well, my daughters and I really do. My husband's like, not sure, he's an accountant, you guys. So I'm glad you found me, girlfriend. So my husband's an accountant and a CPA, there's a funny story behind that. And we won't go into it now, but I have a really funny one for you. Anyway, and so he wants numbers. He's married to a crafty girl. I'm not a numbers person. That's why I married him. Right? Like, I don't have to worry about the numbers if he does. If he knows them. Gosh, that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. So we've talked about opening a coffee shop and boutique in our town. And so this paper really, my daughter was kind of like playing with it, and she really enjoys the variety that it has, because we live in a tiny little town that has these storefronts that look just like this, these beautiful storefronts in the front. So we're going to embrace them today. I'm going to put this to the side so I don't lose it. This is a relatively easy card, but we're going to make that bookmark at the end. So I'm going to put this to the side on my chair. If I lose where it is, can you guys remember to tell me it's my chair? That's where it is. It's on my chair. So I have 2 pieces of basic white cardstock here, and I have the Let's Go Shopping stamp set. Why do I have that out? Well, first of all, it's a photopolymer stamp set, so you need to have your pierce mat. Because I wanted to add a little something something to the inside. I did. So that's what we're doing. And I'm going to take this piece of basic white cardstock. When it starts feathering, that means you need a new trimmer blade for Stampin' Up's paper trimmer. And we do sell the replacements, which is amazing. And they come in this pack, you guys can see here, where there's a 4-pack, right? And so they're all together, and you can just trade them out very quickly. And actually, we have the scoring blades, but they're back ordered right now. So as soon as they come back, I will be stockpiling those. You need them less, but it's always good to have on hand. Okie-dokie. So we're going to grab this gorgeous Let's Go Shopping stamp set that you guys see right here. And I wanted to decorate on the inside of the card, my friends. Because if I'm going to take it up a notch for these women that have been in Bible study with me and give them a little blessing, it's going to be a pretty one. So we're going to grab the bottom shop right there. We're going to grab the top shop right there. Boom shakalaka, baby. Then we're going to do some stamping off, because I really want to embrace this gorgeous designer series paper that you see right here. This is what is inspiring this project, right? We really want to keep the theme going through, but we're going to create the opposite on the inside, the negative of this, or the positive, however you want to look at it. We're going to take the balmy blue right here, and we're going to stamp. Now, there's one of 2 ways to do this, my friends. We are going to do it, and I'm going to need both pieces of paper up here. And you're going to wonder why I'm doing this, and I'll kind of explain it as I go. So we have this really pretty balmy blue. I'm going to stamp it in the middle, and I want you to see how it's kind of bright, but if you breathe on it, let's see how that looks over here. I really want it soft. Ooh, it's too soft. I actually like that because I can write over that, but I don't have to. Okie dokie, artichoke. We're flipping things over. We're going rogue. Yes, we are. We don't need the second sheet. All right. So we're going to go into the corner here and stamp down. We're going to grab that layering piece. We have talked about in our town doing this really neat thing. So we've talked about buying a couple of buildings, depending on like my husband's desire for what level we're going to take this business to. And it would be two different kinds of businesses, but one that is the shop, like the coffee shop or the whatever shop we end up doing, right? And then I'm going to go inside. I could do a lot of different things. I could put the chairs on the inside, and I think that's what I'm going to do just because I like the little book on it. And this will go on the inside of the card, my sister's inside of the card. One of the really things that's been really neat is getting to know, we have such a large church that they have grown so much since they moved in their locations. Photopolymer makes it really easy to stamp exactly where you want it. Isn't that the cutest little scene? And you took no effort. You guys are going to want to take this class with us because we're going to have a ton of fun. Now I'm going to put the balmy blue away because my surface is kind of messy and it's driving me a little bonkers. We're going to open up this cardstock. I've already scored this and folded it for us. We're going to use our bone folder to make a firm impression. And we can put the pierce mat away because we won't need it for the rest of this project. We're going to take our Stampin' Seal adhesive. Ooh, there's a gump of hair. You know what it is? I just put my hair up. I probably just like grabbed hair. How yucky. There you go. So the Inspire Bible is, I love journaling Bibles, and Beautiful Word Bible is one of the ones that I really like as well. But I think the Inspire Bible is very elegant and easy to use. All right, now I want you to see side by side how that card's going to look. This is the exterior of the card. And this is the interior of the card. It's a great way, if I want to write a lot, I can actually write over the building and it will kind of seep into the background and be the negative of the project. You can see here where the buildings, this is the positive and this is the negative, or vice versa, right? Super easy to use. And I think it's going to be a sweet way to bless the ladies in our Bible study. And then we have the front of this card. And we have the note card. So when you open it, this is going to be the little note card that we're going to have for the bookmark, not note card. And this is going to be our project here. I wanted to create like a layering technique through this project. Super easy to do. Now, one of the things that takes more time is the fussy cutting. So I've done that with these two buildings and I'm going to flip them over. Now, there is no Asian restaurant in my little town. There's a Mexican restaurant in the neighboring town of Bluffton. There is some in like different restaurants in different towns nearby, but not an Asian restaurant in our little town. We have a pancake house, and we have like a bar restaurant, and then we have a bar and a bakery. So that's what we have in our town. So there we go. And I've done one layer of dimensionals. I've done 4 of them. Do you guys see that? Is that coming through okay? You'll have to let me know for sure. And I'm going to kind of tuck that in. I want the background buildings to kind of peek through. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Then we're going to take and put dimensionals across this longer building. But I want to create additional depth to this project. So Denise, a great challenge for anybody that likes to collect Bibles like I do. I think it's really important to have the printed word besides the app. I use the app in the morning often, but for some reason at night, well, I don't try to go onto technology at night. That's a big part of it. But I like to look at a physical Bible, especially in church and at night. We're going to take a second dimensional and apply it to the top of the first dimensional. That's how we're getting our second layer of depth to this project. How's everybody doing tonight? Can you guys give me some feedback? If you haven't already, like and share this video, please. And when you comment and let me know what you're thinking, it gives me an opportunity to know what you like and create towards your interests. So we're going to apply this second building kind of over it. Now you can space it out if you wanted to. Okay, so that's a question. You guys tell me this. Do you want it layered like you see here, or do we want it spaced out? You tell me. Spaced out or layered? This is layered. This is spaced out. Can you let me know? I'm gonna have a sip of my hot water. Spaced out, Donna? Are you loving this card, Barbara? I'm so glad. Layered. Girls, okay, like spaced out, Midge and Denise and Donna and damn, Barbara, you're saying layered. Well, since we did layered on this one, I'm going to show you guys, we're going to make this one a little bit different. We're going to go spaced out just because it might be easier. So we're going to grab my Stampin' Seal Plus and we're going to put this down. Now, this is the reason why, my sweet friends. I'm creating 3 levels of layers here. I'm creating depth and dimension that looks really fun and interesting to the eye. And it's very subtle, right? So we have here this little building there. And it's 1 layer up, 1 layer down, 1 layer down. Very subtle, but it does look really pretty in person. And it comes together beautifully. We're going to take the Stampin' Seal and we're going to grab this here. Either of our Stampin' Seals would totally work. And remember I stamped on this one and I didn't like how it came out? Guess what? We're going to cover that. Always consider how you can use the middle parts of something that you're covering. Like, do you want to cause a die cut in that? Do you want to use it to stamp off? That's really an easy way to accent the project. Now, if we want to take this to the next level, which we will, we're going to go to the windows and we're going to kind of like cover the windows in a little bit of right through here. Just kind of make the windows sparkle. Why? Why not? We want to create a little interest for the ladies that are going to be receiving this, right? Now, if you guys ever come to my town and we've opened a coffee house, you'll have to let me know. I want you to come have coffee. We're going to be doing crafting at my studio, at the coffee house, and at my studio. We'll have fun. That's my goal. I think it'll be really fun for us to do that as a business. We'll have to see what the Lord provides. So that's where we're going to go. Then we're going to flip this over and we're going to go ahead and using my Stampin' Seal Plus, put it on the front of this card. Always double check that it's opening the correct way. Hello, let me tell ya, queen of making boo-boos right here. Learn how to fix those boo-boos really quickly. All right. Clean windows do sparkle, Donna. I think so. I love it too. And I got some kind of adhesive on my fingernail. Hold on. All right. Here we go. So we have this little project and then we're going to make this little bookmark. This bookmark is surprisingly easy. We're going to take our square, and you can do this with any size square that you have. Like you don't have to limit yourself to one in particular. I chose the size I wanted because I wanted the stamped image on the inside is what I wanted. Right there. And then we're going to take one corner and we're going to take this little top of this line and this top of this line. That's very official, my sisters. Right there and right there. I have really enjoyed like being a part of a Bible study, even if it means more time at my church, which I spend a lot of time at my church because I'm a server. I have a tendency to like jump in and serve, right? So we have that one corner cut. Okay, we're going to take the back corner and we're going to cut that off. I'm not going to use my paper trimmer. I could, but if I screw up, I'm on a live. And let's just be legit. Let's try to avoid screwing up while you're on live. If you guys were joining me earlier, my technology, I tried something new. Did not work. Of course not. I might be investing in a different format. We'll see. I might be investing in like a camera instead of using my phone, but that's not my goal. That's not my goal, my friends. My goal is to like make life easy. And so we'll figure it out. There's a great guy at the studio, at the company, that has been the tech service, and he's answered my tech calls more than once, and he's super friendly and he's super helpful. Like, I can understand him, you know. So we're going to fold those pieces in using my bone folder to make a nice firm impression, right? And this is going to go on this corner of the card and the project. That being said, we're going to stamp right here. Why am I doing that before I adhesive it? Do you guys have any idea? I'm going to tell you, because I screw up a lot. I do. I screw up a lot. And so I can fix it if I don't like how this comes out. Now, we are using one of these gorgeous stamp sets that my friend designed called Courage and Faith. I love the 4 scriptures that are incorporated with this, and these are designed to be like a wreath that can frame it out. It's a really easy stamp set to use, especially if you're a person who loves to send, yes, boo-boos, Donna, you know me well. And so if you want to send some encouragement and faith and some inspiration, this is a great stamp set to own, in my opinion. That being said, I'm going to incorporate the Be of Good Courage with the Knight of Navy. The great thing is Stampin' Up! Has printed, and it has all of our coordinating cardstocks and such to go along with our inks. So my stamping here, Be of Good Courage, picks up the Knight of Navy right inside of that project. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Fun, huh? Do we want to add more? Do you guys want me to add more? You have to let me know. Add more or leave it. You have to comment, because I don't know what you want me to do. You let me know. Hopefully I do not get blue on my boob. There we go. Leave it? Okay, Melody, I'm going with you, girlfriend. If I were to add more, I would have taken that wreath and kind of incorporated it before I sealed it down. Now, we have this here. Remember, if I had screwed up, guess what? I could have done this and had a whole nother side. Yes! It's a magically delicious thing. It's great just as it is. I agree, Barbara. Leave it. Everybody's saying the same thing. I love you guys. Thank you. See, I love it when you guys are on the same page. It makes it easier. And honestly, I don't have an emotional attachment to like how a project comes out usually. And there's not true. Not with these kinds of things. And so when you guys can direct me, it makes my life so much easier. Okay, so we have a wreath here. And I mean, we have a bookmark here, and it's going to tuck right onto the card. Now, when they get it, they're not going to be able to open it, right? It's going to like hold them up a little bit. So let's put that one there, here. And I want you to see it's pretty even if you don't decorate the inside. But girls, add that layer. Let me show you the difference, right? When you open it up on the inside, now it's picking up the white frame that you have on the outside. It's incorporating the stamped little building there. And it's super easy. And then this still slips on right behind the house, because we're using dimensionals right behind that building. Right there. I think that's a very sweet little gift to give away. Ooh, and I see it's kind of hanging up on the dimensional. And now, if you are an A-type person, this will bug you. And I am like an A-type hippie. So you can like move that dimensional underneath a little bit if you want. Like stick it underneath. Use your bone folder to kind of press it in a little bit so that it goes on just like this. Now, I have about 20 of these to make before our church service on Sunday. But I think it's a well worth way to celebrate the women that have attended our Bible study all summer long and have shown up, especially at the end of 10 weeks, and like more than 2/3 of the class has fallen off for a variety of reasons. One of the women, she's even coming after both of her eardrums ruptured. She got a virus recently that the pressure like came on very quickly and it ruptured her ear canal. Isn't that horrible? But she still showed up. That's called dedication. And it's not like it's a bubblegum Bible study. It's a very heavy Bible study, very in-depth. And so I just think it's a fun way to thank and celebrate the ladies, but also to join us as a sisterhood in this project. What do you think? Do you like the fact that it's a bookmark on the outside? Do you like the stamped inside or not? You have to tell me, what is your gig on it? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you want some more of it? We will be creating with this suite, and it's going to come amazingly beautiful. Like the cards that we're going to be doing are going to blow your mind. So if you want to take this class with us, you will be creating 4 designs, 2 of each card. So you'll want to do that. You'll receive the card kit in the mail, and if you guys do the online, you get to join us virtually via Zoom. And if you are in person, I'm right outside of Fort Wayne, Indiana, and my studio is an 1,800 square foot studio, and we have a blast joining each way. Do you love the Barb, do you like the bookmark on the outside? I like it too, Barbara. Do you love the decorated inside, Kathy? I think it does. It's just a little thing. Isn't that amazing how it changes up a card? I think this looks very plain. It's still pretty, but it needed something. I agree. I think, and it's such an easy way to add a little touch of the inside. And maybe, just maybe, this will invite more conversation amongst the women at our church. I think that's a great idea. Oh, I hope that they enjoy it, Melody. Hi. So that's our project for today. It's very simple. I think it's really pretty. This is a great stamp set and collection. This is super fun. I have done a project where I'm taking this to a local coffee shop that we like to go and visit at, and I've got a framed art that will be a video that's coming out. I've got about 8 videos on my phone right now. I need a blog, but I've taken on a side job, and so it's just been challenging. Like today I planned to blog all day, and I got a phone call and they were in need of me to show up. I'm a case manager with some people that are in need, and so I had to go and support them. So it was a blessing. I don't know if I'll keep up with it, but God is good and has been giving me opportunity to let people live with dignity, and I think that's really kind of a blessing. Anyway, so I love this project. I love the multiple layers. If you guys did not notice, here you can see how the plant is flat, this building is forward, and this is forward less, right? Super easy. Do you like it? You like that one? I like it too. I think this is a super easy way to bless somebody, and I hope that you will consider joining us for our class. That is, I believe, the 3rd Saturday of the month. So not this Saturday the 5th, it'll be the 2 Saturdays after that. So the one before will be the So Refreshing Suite. If you have not seen that suite, we've done some cards with that very suite. It's going to be a really fun class. There'll be an interactive card in there that's going to make you just go gaga. I love throwing out like one really awesome fun fold in those projects that you can create on your own. I think sending somebody a bookmark will also give them the opportunity every time they open their Bible or their Bible study. It lets them think about the fact that we were together in fellowship and that we're not alone. And I think that's one of the best parts of being at church. I don't know. It's just me. So thank you guys so much for joining me. God bless you. I think you're wonderful. Please like and share this video, comment, and let me know. And then all the supplies and the measurements for this will be on my blog tomorrow morning, because I am home tomorrow morning finally, where all the blogging will be done. I didn't get it done tonight because I tried to do technology. I shouldn't do that. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining. Subscribe and hit that bell if you haven't. Mwah.